Uh, Good evening or good morning, wherever you are. Um, Today I'm going to conduct a very small session, which might be refreshment for the fresher staff and for the people who are working already in asset management process and all. Okay. So basically, I'm not intending to discuss asset management itself as a topic, because this topic is very big. It's an ocean, asset management. I'm trying to cover a very specific topic in asset management. But before this one, I'm going to discuss some introductory terms that can help us to get into asset management, or the topic that I want to discuss. First of all, we want to know just the definition of asset. There are a whole lot of definitions for the word asset from different point of view. However, we'll avoid. I will try to make it simple. Okay, that can help to gather the experience along with that theoretical knowledge. Okay. In the MEB, the asset means it's a physical entity that possesses cost or value which can be measured. Okay. So it's a physical entity that possesses cost or value. This is the main thing. There are a lot of definitions. I don't want to go through these academic terms and terminologies and all. I will only focus on the things which can help us to get into this topic. Okay. As a part of above, we can say all HVAC or mechanical or electrical systems like VRVs, like FHUs, like chillers, capacitor bank, etc., considered as an asset. Okay. The asset condition survey. I don't want to discuss asset condition survey, but I want to focus on one very small activity related to asset condition survey. So first of all, asset condition survey is an important and vital part of asset management process through which a qualified surveyor has to do the detailed inspection on all MEB assets recorded in a certain facility. Means if you are doing not only the observations, the asset condition survey means doing a detailed inspection on each and every unit, okay, and record all these observations, measurement, with the evidences. This is what we call the condition survey. I don't want to go through as a condition survey. Inspection has to be done through sound technical procedure that can be recognized beside recording all observations. Okay, inspection result must be recorded, asset recording, stating a clear technical description against each asset to be updated. So you need to do, if you are doing the asset condition survey, that means we need to do asset wise, asset and its component, stating all details, okay, all observations, all measurement, all technical inspections, okay, and it has to be recorded. Okay, inspection must be updated. For example, in the condition survey, not only the technical thing has to be mentioned, you have to update the locations if there is any upgradation happen for that certain unit. The location as per the as-built drawing, it has to be updated in the asset record. Okay. My topic is, in the asset condition survey, I will discuss a specific thing related to asset rating. Okay, asset rating. The purpose of the survey is to know the condition of the asset installed in the premises, like an age, like a physical shape, okay, if it is rusty, if it is corrosive, or whatever description is there had to be described in the document, and all its component, what we call later we will describe if it is parent or child asset has to be described. Okay. Other observations, other readings has to be mentioned in the asset condition. Okay. Asset rating means you have to give certain asset description rate to the asset itself. Okay, which is very important. This is a heart of asset condition survey. Okay, there are so many ratings. During my past career, I have observed so many way of how to describe the condition of the assets and report it. Okay, there are different stakeholders, different government entities, or private entities in the United Arab Emirates. I have observed in the last couple of years that I serve here, they are using different rating for the asset when you are describing the condition of the asset. Rating means what you will write the condition of this asset. Is it good? Is it bad? Good means, bad means. Okay, you have to use word, reserved word. That word describe the exact condition of the assets. It refers some meaning. Okay. First of all, if I'm using this term, for example, excellent means excellent condition. Excellent condition. Observe the element and its component parts are in a condition equivalent to a new. If I am writing, for example, I checked split unit in villa number 1, room number 1, split unit number 1, for example. So I checked the unit and I found the unit and its component after inspection, after detailed inspection. I found the component and the unit itself equivalent to new. Okay, and it fit for use. Means it can be used. It's functioning optimally. Means it's equal to new. Okay. In this case, in the part of asset rating, you need to specify what action required to be, which is very important. Means you have to say that it's good. Okay. So what will be the action required to be done? Clear? I'm talking clear, right? Okay. So in this case, if it is good, no reactive action required. Means scheduled routine maintenance, means observations, and we need to do routine inspection, routine PPM, whatever, as per the SFG 20 or OEM or any recommended action. Okay. Then the second part, there is one satisfactory. Means observed elements and its components are in condition compensate with its age and used to appear to be functioning as per the design intent. Means the unit performance is in a condition compensate to new, or its age. It's working, there is no any observed issues. Okay, and functioning as per the design intent. Okay. Also, there is no any action required, only routine activities have to be done. Okay. and most probably um, the excellent and satisfactory dispute, it might be under warranty. This has to be checked with the owner if it is under warranty and all. Okay. The third part of asset rating is unsatisfactory. Okay. In this kind of rating, definitely you will be having an issue in the system. No worries. Okay. Observed element and or one of the component part in this condition is not equivalent to age. Okay, it's not equivalent to its age or design intent, or showing signs of misuse of poor maintenance. Okay, that means I can give examples. Okay. If you want to say that this is satisfactory, you have to provide an evidence saying that this is unsatisfactory. Like unit is making vibration, unit is leaking water if it is AC. Okay. Unit is modified in a proper way. Is modified, but it's not modified in a proper way. This can be unsatisfactory, because the component and the condition is not equivalent to its age or its design intent. In this case, action is required to investigate or to identify or report or whatever. Action is required. Okay, you need to specify the issue after investigation and take action. So in your report, you have to mention this one. The asset condition survey for that particular unit in so and so blah blah place, this unit is having so and so issue. Okay, and for this satisfactory, it is preferred. Okay, in your short report, you have to mention this one. Okay, but you need to have a detailed technical report. You list out all units or all assets which are having unsatisfactory cases and put one in one list. Okay, and make a separate report. Okay, with a technical report saying that this unit with the pictures with everything and report it. Okay. Okay. Sometimes a unit might be require recommissioning. Sometimes you need a replacement. Anyway, case by case, it depends on the action. You need to action. You need to take action and report to the owner. Okay. Case 3 or 4, which is not functional. Observed element and one of its component parts has failed perceived duty. Okay, in its design intent to or its quality of standard. In this case, unit is partially not working, partially failed. Okay. By the way, there is a difference between the previous one, okay, and which is unsatisfactory and not functional. Not functional unit or part of the unit completely not working, not functional. Okay, you might get one of the chiller. Okay, is particularly having one of the compressors having issue. It can be not functional, partially not functional. Okay, so received duty in its design intent or its quality of standard. Okay, and in this case, also investigation is required. Corrective action to be done to bring the unit to satisfactory condition. This is very important. Okay. Critical failure, if the unit not functional at all. Okay. Critical failure you need to understand when you can put this description. Okay, if you have some critical assets, you know that there are some certain categories. Okay, if you have a UPS that battery are not get charged properly, it giving incorrect charging value. Okay, then you need to report this one as a critical failure, because in case it fail, it might affect maybe this UPS is feeding some transaction or some critical um, transmission system. Okay, we faced this issue before. Then in this case, critical failures, it has to be reported. Okay, immediate reactive action has to be you have to escalate the issue. Okay, this kind of issues, it might be case by case. It might be critical failure lead to HSE issue. It might be critical failure lead to legal issues or business continuity risk. Okay, you need to identify why it is critical failure and what are the consequences for this one, so you can report the issue. Okay, finally, we have an offline or disconnected equipment found to be placed, but it has been physically disconnected. Means unit is not working. There is no bar is not connected, or the components are not connected to each other. For example, if there are chillers and FCUs, some of the FCUs or chillers are disconnected. In this case, this system is not functioning, physically disconnected from its child component maybe, or from the power supply itself for some reason. It has to be reported. Okay, so in this case, possible need to remove the asset as a redundant or to replace it. You have to recommend to the client or the owner or the landlord that the particular issue. Okay. The last thing is, if there is an asset missing. Asset missing means unit might be not functional, or it's not functional, but it's not only not functional, there are some part of the unit is missing. For example, indoor is missing or outdoor is missing, or one of its components are missing. It has to be reported to the client. Okay. Finally, I thought that I will talk only 5 minutes, but it's taken almost maybe 80 minutes now. The rating is varied from client to client. I mean, from landlord from stakeholder to stakeholder. They are using different rates, different terms. Some of them using numbers, some of them using good, bad, not good, not bad, different terms. Okay, to avoid repetition, I'm just give this idea. On finally, we need to know what are the ratings for certain assets. Okay? Conclusion: survey is the first and most important part in the critical decision making and critical decision making process, and rating is the head of survey. Rating must be done. Okay, it is having a financial and HSE and other impact also. Okay, must be conducted regular basis. Okay, because the rate you have given this year for certain equipment or certain asset, it might be changed in the next year. So you need to keep an eye on and update it. Okay, mandatory for all, for the legal and organizational requirement. Rating also shown in this presentation might be varied from organization to organization, as I explained in my discussion. Okay, that's all. I will thank you for watching. I will continue for the asset sessions along with some other technical sessions. Thank you.